Let's redo this Dollar Tree bee sign into something farmhousey and cool. Hey everybody, it's Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy. If you didn't know and if you did, thanks so much for coming back. So I have this sign from Dollar Tree and we're going to take the hanger off and the bow and then I'm going to pop the little bees off. Save them though, we're going to use them. And then I score the front of it, spray it with water, let it soak, and then we're just going to scrape that whole front until it's done. Then let it dry. Then I add a nice thick coat of black paint and then I score it with a comb. Let that dry. Then I'm going to put some candle wax on it and then let that sit for a moment. And then I put a coat of white chalk paint on. And then the magic, we sand it. Now listen, friends, in my defense, I warned you. This new technique, I love it, and I'm going to do it. You're going to see a lot of it because I love it so much. But I just sanded it, and I really went to town sanding and stop. Look at how, look how beautiful. Anyways, calm down. All right, so then I take some bubble wrap, and I got this idea from, I think I was watching Crafting with Mimi. I think that's it with Lisa. Anyways, so she did this with bubble wrap and I figured I want to try too. So I put a little bit of chalk paint on the bubble wrap and then I tore it just because I wanted that kind of tattered edge. And then I put it on random places on the board. And there's that. And I put it, again, all over the place. Some of them I put more paint on. Some of them I did a real faded situation. There we go. I thought it needed a little bit more dimension. So I added a little wax too with a bubble wrap. And then I popped it on, again, same thing. I just went over and just kind of, here and there, just to give it some more dimension and give it a little bit more rustic look. You don't have to do that part if you don't want to, of course. But, this is how I did it. And I am there for it. I like it. So this is what it looks like with all of that. Hooray. All right. So remember those bees we took off? Well, I've got my little glue gun and I'm just going to trace all of the lines for the bee. Don't go crazy. Don't worry about it. I'm going to tell you right now, I did not follow them perfectly. And it still worked for me. And I didn't even take off all of the stringies. So yeah, I know. So don't get too crazy. The only thing I would do differently is I think I would have painted the bee with a white chalk paint first and then did the lines, only because I painted it after, but I felt like it was a little bit more difficult. Then I have my homemade rub and buff and I'm going to go over it once that paint was dry and look at how cool. Oh, this is so much fun. I love it so much. Yes, I made my own rub and buff. Yes, I have a video on that, but look at it. Oh, it's so pretty. All right. So then I wrapped jute around the top a few times, and then I added some greenery that I had gotten from, I think, Joann Fabrics, and then I wrapped the jute around it some more to cover that stem. I secured the end and the back, and then I added a couple flowers that I had hanging around, put the hanger back on, and glued all of the bees on it, and stop. Look at how pretty this is. I mean, I love it. I am there for it. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but woo, man alive. I love it so much. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this inspires you.